Happy St. Pat's, everybody. I've got a can of Guinness, which has a nitrous pour in it. And I was told tonight that you just pour it upside down, straight upside down, and you get the perfect head. Happy St. Pat's, everybody. Welcome back to Thinkers and Drinkers with Cigars. I'm Rich.
Jason.
And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the little bell icon on the side to get notifications whenever we put out new content. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. We are ensconced in Irish-ish things today.
Yeah.
We got these. Where did you find these?
These I found at the Monte Cristo.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen, I think, 2 boxes of them.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Shamrock, Alec, Bradley, Filthy Hooligans. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
What was the price point on these? Do you remember?
$11, $12.
Okay, so around our average price range.
I gotta say the wrapper made me buy it.
It's
and,
beautiful.
You know, I
don't know if you guys could see it. It's the barber pole, but it's got 3 different colors in it.
I mean, I still, flashy things still catch my eye and make me buy them. I haven't grown out of that stage of my life yet. But no, it's very, very good.
It's smooth. I thought it would be kind of a harsh flavor. It is a mild body. I even like the wrapper's kind of cool. It makes me feel like an Irish bar.
Yeah. I mean, let's go start a bar fight, right? And then, we picked out some Jameson orange. For some reason, earlier I said, what kind of Scottish whiskey are we drinking?
He's like, are we having scotch tonight? I'm like, isn't that from Scotland? It's in the name.
I was like, well, how about a dirty Scotsman or something, Irish Scotsman or something? But so I actually just stopped and bought this. Going through looking for Irish whiskeys. This must be the latest turnout for them.
Jeez.
So
I mean, it tastes like I'm in Ireland right now. And Florida.
And we did a little thing before, you took a drink, I typed in my phone what it smelled like. And, your first thing was Sunny D, and I was like, nah, close, but think a little more in your childhood and powder.
Steph nailed it.
Tang.
It smells like
just like Tang.
For those of you who are old enough to remember Tang, and when you overmix or you put too much powder in it, you're like crunching on the grinds. God, that was so unhealthy.
I can remember, and when you're kids, you do dumb stuff, but do you remember just opening and having the thing of Tang?
It was like this big.
Yeah, and just like licking your finger and just scooping out Tang right there,
dip.
So yeah, what a just. It's okay.
It's okay. It's a little gimmicky for a whiskey, but if you like,
it will probably get about halfway down, and then it'll go back and sit on the counter.
I don't know. On the back though, it does say, for our help and you out there, try it over ice with your favorite mixer. What does that even mean?
I'm thinking Sprite.
What about like a Bloody Mary mix?
Man, we need to do a Bloody Mary thing. I know I don't believe you like Bloody Marys, but I tell you what, man, I'll be here Sunday morning.
Sunday morning we'll do a brunch episode.
Yeah, let's do a Sunday morning.
We'll have omelets out and a carving station. What would you rate this cigar?
Probably 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I go 3.5. I might get this again if they have it, or if it's just a limited release.
Next St. Patrick's Day.
Day.
That's when you'll get it. A couple weeks before. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. 3 out of 4, I think.
Cocktail?
I'm gonna go with about a 1.
2.5.
I'm really trying the Jameson thing, but I'm just not getting it. I find myself more and more. No Irish whiskey, but the Scotch.
Okay, which is not Irish.
Which are not Irish. It's on the same continent.
I do like
ain't it?
No. Scotland's in Russia.
Oh,
yeah.
Down by Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You've ever had a Scottish wax?
No.
You still come out hairy.
But luck.
Luck of the Irish. Let's talk about luck of the Irish.
Wow. I love all the old TV shows and cartoons and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that played on, Lucky the Irish.
Mm-hmm.
I think as far back as I can remember, Bonanza even had a kind of a leprechaun episode going on there. Yeah, I do remember that. There's been a couple other. I mean, South Park's done it.
Mm-hmm. Lucky Charms has done
Lucky Charms. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, that was such a great scene.
He's got my Lucky Charms.
Who's after me, Lucky Charms?
That was a hilarious movie.
So, outside of the last 3 years, I've spent a lot of years in kind of unlucky island.
Okay.
And fortunately for me, I got lucky and got to reconnect with the love of my life. And so now my luck's changed. But
how does Stephanie feel about that?
Probably unlucky. Doesn't matter. It's all about me.
But yeah.
So, okay. But that being said, yesterday I had to go pick up prescriptions. And I don't know what it is about me being behind that person at a register or ATM. I spend maybe 3 minutes max at both. But for some reason, the person in front of me unluckily has to take the longest time. This gentleman was at the cash register for 10 minutes before he was done.
Yeah. I find myself in that same luck position. I don't care what aisle in the store I pick. I'm going to get behind that person that has, just having the worst day of their life, and you and I have talked about this. It's going to be what you make it. So, lucky or not, pay the damn thing and get the hell out of the way so the rest of us can go, people.
Don't have a whole conversation. If I'm at the ATM, I feel like the guy in front of me is filling out a mortgage application. And I got to wait another 10 minutes. And speaking of the grocery store, every time I have to go to get an item, there's somebody with the cart in front of the item.
Oh, yeah. I say that every time I go. That's literally my luck. Use Walmart, for example. What is there, like 80, 85 aisles? And I could go in there and buy a can of sardines, and I could go down that aisle and there would be somebody standing right
trying to pick out the right sardine.
Yeah,
going in the back to make sure it's the freshest.
That's my luck.
I'm sure the term "the luck of the Irish" has come from somewhere.
Yeah,
we don't know. If you guys know, let us know in the comments below. Something, not to change the subject, but I was thinking of a conversation that all of us had over the weekend about petting zoos. How do you feel?
I don't like them.
It's weird, right? It's a weird thing. You pen up a bunch of barn animals. I've never woken up like on a Sunday and said, after breakfast, I feel like petting a goat.
Now, I will say this. I don't care for them personally. Being that I'm a crotchety old person now. I do like the younger kids being able to, especially, city kids being able to get out and see the animals, even though it's kind of, corny, you're driving through there, but at least the kids are getting to see the animals and, you're not seeing the random cat or dog in the city. You're seeing a alpaca or a llama or a camel or a horse or a cow or a sheep or goat.
Oh my.
Pygmy goat, that's lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. But yeah, no, not big on them.
Yeah, it's been hitting my thoughts up until like right now. I'm like, oh, that'll be something to bring up. Is the petting zoo?
We really got to find something else for you to focus
I know. You guys got to come up with better conversations on the weekends for me to think about. Stupid petting zoos.
What do you know about the Irish and stuff? Did you do any research on this stuff?
I do know that St. Pat wasn't really Irish.
He was. Count me out, then. I'm done. I'm done.
He actually was a prisoner in Ireland, escaped back to Scotland, and then came back, and he was supposed to drive out all the snakes, and that's very interpretive of, was it snakes or the heathens that were in Ireland? And then there was the whole potato famine.
I'm going to say there was a whole lot of heathens.
Yeah, and that was they called them snakes to be, I guess, politically correct.
Yeah. Yeah, you always hear about the potato famine a lot, Well, our generation did, not so much the kids nowadays, but, the Great Potato Famine.
Yeah. That's what brought all the Irish here.
That's rough.
Yeah. That's all they had.
That's rough. Potatoes?
Oh, no. So many French fries uneaten.
I had some really good French fries last night. I was in Pittsburgh last night. I went to a little place called Fireside.
Okay.
Had a great bacon, blue cheese hamburger with a hollandaise sauce on it.
That sounds delicious.
It was amazing. And fresh cut French fries.
Nice.
They were really good. So,
was there pictures of Roosevelt all over?
No. It was kind of Pittsburghy.
Okay.
So there
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, there's kind of like you walk in and there's like the tables along the window and the big long bar and a bunch of
steel workers,
steel stuff going on. Pittsburgh Steelers, but no, those French fries are really good. I was really happy.
What are your favorite French fries?
But no, I think St. Patrick's Day, is a holiday that I think we have kind of Americanized.
Oh God, yes.
And we've turned it into the drinking game.
Yeah. Everybody's got their "Kiss Me, I'm Irish" shirts and buttons on, and every place you go to celebrate, there's all those booths that are handing out weird swag.
Yeah.
Shamrock beaded necklaces and little plastic shot glasses. But the place that we do go to does a Irish show where they have dancers and singers, and it's really cool.
Yep. I have still never made it to there. My granddaughter kind of has the lock on the week for that.
That sucks. Would you like some more of this lovely libation?
Yeah.
Like I said, get this flavor to try. Enhance this flavor. We're going to try smoking this.
I'm glad you're doing yours. Let me move mine over here. Okay. I would almost venture into the ginger ale realm with this.
I know we got some old ass ginger ale in the garage.
Does it really go old though?
I don't know. All right. Not burning. We're using the hickory wood. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say I don't think we want a whole lot of smoke on that.
Okay. That wasn't a lot at all.
But the Irish, it's that time of the year. I think it's a great holiday. It gets people out, gets people socializing. Kind of brings a little bit of the Irish culture.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great thing.
I do like the Irish food.
We speak Irish food. We had a Irish restaurant on the corner of Main Street, Lancaster.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it. It was really good.
Try this?
No, I'm not smoking mine. But it was good food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot of corned beef, right?
Corned beef, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, fish and chips. Popular one.
I thought fish and chips was an English thing.
It's kind of both.
Is it something else that the English stole from the Irish?
I think it vice versa. I think it might be something the Irish stole from the English.
Because they got a whole thing going on, don't they?
Yeah. Well, it does change the flavor. It gives it just a hickory smoked flavor. Okay. It's a little better.
Yeah. It's growing on me.
Yeah. 4 drinks in.
Yeah, it's growing on me. No. Well.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's put some ginger ale in it. Let's make this a fun episode. Last couple episodes I think have been kind of serious. Let's do a fun one. What's the worst that could happen, right? I drink it and we pour another one.
Yeah.
So the Irish, I think we probably should. I gotta find something other than the Jameson whiskey for Irish. I feel like there should be something. I did see other Irish whiskeys there. But being that we had talked about this one, and I had sent you the picture of it, I wanted to try it.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't feel like it doesn't feel very St. Pat's. All right, how is it? Go with the ginger ale. You drank that like it was a sports drink. Is it your favorite mixer?
I like it without the ginger ale.
All right, throw it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
What else can we mix this with?
I feel like if I throw this over my shoulder, it might be the last time I'm invited back. Well, we'll definitely finish this one off, and then we'll try another one.
All right,
without it. But and then I'm just gonna say it's probably not the right ginger ale.
Why? With Schweppes, it's Schweppes.
Schweppes.
That is the king of ginger ales.
But no. I think St. Patrick's Day is a great holiday.
It's one of my it is one of my favorite holidays.
I really hate that we're not all going to be together this year to enjoy it.
Unless you get the family down.
Yeah. I mean, I am going to be next week. I could bring the kids down, but my granddaughter, being the age as she is, her and I have already enjoyed our one long road trip together where she screamed the entire time. So her and I only have that one long trip together.
I don't know.
Until she's old enough to speak.
I feel like she's evolved over the last 3 months.
To throw stuff? Yeah.
Throw stuff instead of scream.
And I told her when I got her out of the truck, I said, well, honey, this was our last long car ride together for a long time. But yeah, I really am upset we're not going to be together. I really wanted to go see the parade. There's like a parade thing, isn't there?
I think so, yeah.
What is the name of this place?
Harp and Crown.
Harp and Crown, and it is in
Cornelius. Yep.
Cornelius.
So if you guys are around the area, Saturday, we're going to be there for Saturday. Hit us up. We'll have a drink together.
Well, you and the thousands of listeners that we have, I will not be there. You think of all the, what's the word I'm looking for? When you kind of label a certain group,
you better stay on the right side of history right here.
What is it starts with an S, right?
For
oh man, I lost it. I had it. And, just stereotyping. Stereotyping.
Okay.
I knew it was an S. Stereotyping. So, the stereotype the Irish as the brawlers, right? Always going to fight and everything. Where does that myth come from? How did Notre Dame, a Catholic school, end up with a little leprechaun fighting Irish guy? I mean, not really the where did that come from?
I think that they would drink all night and then get up and brawl at a bar and then get up and go to work. I think they were like a very tough, rowdy group.
Man, I'm glad I didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Drink a Boilermaker all night, and
that's it's just an odd, odd combination. If you thought I was going to go other places,
yeah,
but yeah, stereotyping. I would never stereotype anybody.
What?
No. I stereotype us all the time.
Put a little thing says he does sometimes.
Yeah. But no, the Irish, I think it's a great culture. I like what they've got here. I love this cigar. I think it's really good. Again, the colors, I'm kind of like the fly to the moth. The colors and the wrapper made me buy it. I just
it's good.
That's how I buy my vehicles and stuff. Whatever looks shiny and pretty at the time, in the car lot is what gets me. But so I like it. I'm struggling here on this. I really am.
We gave it a shot. We gave it a shot for you guys, so you don't have to.
Right. I guess if you're gonna have a St. Patrick's Day party, maybe throw that in a punch bowl and throw some oranges in it.
Irish hunch punch.
Yeah. Throw some oranges and something in it, and there you go, right?
Some high C.
If you can't tell, I have literally been up since 5 o'clock yesterday morning,
and I'm impressed you're even to do the show today.
I mean, I don't think I think I went to sleep for like an hour
in the truck driving.
Yeah. I will say this: driving from Pittsburgh to North Carolina, there's not a whole lot of options to stop at the gas station or food-wise open at midnight to 6 o'clock in the morning. So the options you have for a midnight snack are really limited. And there are some characters in the gas stations, at midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
How many times did you stop for snacks? Every hour.
I had to stay awake.
I needed some corn nuts. Ooh, jalapeno flavor.
Yeah. I did find some more spicy pickled potato chips though, and I did buy them.
Yeah,
they weren't very good.
Well, green for Irish. Got to give you that.
Well, overall, great cigar.
Average
drink.
Yep.
Great fun episode.
Yeah. And we tried, guys. We tried to do everything we could to spruce up this drink.
Right. And so, all right. Well,
happy St. Pat's, everybody.
Happy St. Pat's every day.
And happy St. Pat's every day.
I said I've been up since 5 o'clock.
Happy St. Pat's every day.
And everyone. Whatever the next holiday is after that.
Yep. Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Cilantro.